Hi. If you follow me on my other social medias, so on Instagram at Faith the Most Gracious or on Twitter, Rotten Fire, you'd know that I posted something about power crying in the shower to My Chemical Romance, and it's because I am not being paid, even though many of my other co-workers and friends who work in the same place and are also agency staffed are being paid, at least until Easter, which is a month's worth of pay, you know? And I received a very passive-aggressive email from my employer, who, might I add, is, you know, a 0-hour contract company, saying that I will not be paid. And I'm gonna read that to you, and I'm gonna respond in this video. I know this is slightly less positive than the rest of the content that I've been putting out, but we are in isolation. That is, you know, the condition of the world at the moment, and I'm trying to do my bit as best as I can to help with whatever effort I can with this. And like, I feel like I'm being punished when I know that's not true at all. I just feel as though I'm being, you know, picked on and punished for whatever reason, and I really don't feel like it's fair, you know. I really want to continue making positive videos and like putting positivity into the world, because I really do feel as though we need to do that, but also this is something that I need to do. A few friends of mine and co-workers of mine have actually asked, like, why don't you put this company that you work for on blast? Like, just leave the company and put them on blast. And I really want to, because of the amount of things that has happened because of them last year and this year. I really want to, but at the moment they are my only source of income, aside from some of the Patreon donations that I get, some of the PayPal donations that I get. And as someone who, you know, works a 0-hour contract, minimum wage, I'm in one of the most expensive cities in the world, albeit I do have a very lovely landlord and I live in a wonderful place, you know, it's just not viable for me to out them right now, but I certainly am thinking about it in future. So you will not know what company this is as of here and now, but hopefully when I leave soon. And I've been trying to leave all year, but it's been its own kind of struggle. As soon as I do leave, I will be putting them on blast, because it's actually unacceptable, the amount of things that I've gone through because of this company and certain people working in the company. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the email and read it to you, and then we will be angrily responding together. Just waiting for everything to load. So we're just opening it and it's taking its time. So the first email that was sent to me, and this was sent to me yesterday, is that morning, Faye. As you may be aware, blank are now closed, so the school that I work for are now closed as of last Friday afternoon. No agency, perm or any other staff are needed to go in or do remote work from online platforms. The message from blank and blank, so two people who are you know, who are my line managers, is that no agency staff will be paid while the school is closed. Due to financial implementations and not knowing when the school will reopen, they cannot afford to pay the agency staff who will work via blank or any other agency. I understand that this is really frustrating, as with a lot of our workers, this is such a sad time. Nobody knows what each day will bring. Our team at blank have tried to get all staff, whether they work 1 hour a day or 5 days per week, some sort of pay until at least Easter. However, not all schools, colleges can do this. unfortunately blank do not come under that, and their stance is clear. They will not pay any agency staff during the closure. I hope this clears things up. If you do want to work and are happy to travel despite all the bans, we can see what work is out there, but again, all depends on the individual. Like, despite all the bans and all, you know, the government text messaging people to stay inside and be in isolation because of the lockdown, they are telling me that I can still work despite the ban. In the fight against this virus, in the fight against Rona season, they are on the side of Rona season. Anyway, moving on. I responded to this email saying, like, what would you advise? But then later in the day, I was told by a few friends of mine who work at the same place that they're getting paid until Easter, and they're all agency staff. Okay, like they're all being they've all got the same contract as me, you know, like. So I wrote in a much lengthier email, I have been informed that other agency staff in blank are being paid through SEN. Anyone who's worked for over 12 weeks. I have been working here since September of last year. Why was this secured for them but not for me? And my consultant at this agency responded by saying, no agency staff from blank working at blank is being paid. Yes, some other workers are being paid, but they work at other schools or colleges. This is not down to me or any individual to decide who gets paid. It's down to the school and their policies if they pay or not. Again, it's a really tough thing that's going on for many of our workers because, as you say, some are being paid while others are not. However, the only thing we can try to do is apply for sick pay via HMRC, and then once this comes through, speak to the umbrella company. Now, I have my own thing against umbrella companies, but can I just say, like, this is not just an isolated issue. Like, many people across the country, across the world, you know, whatever, who are working 0-hour contracts right now during this crisis are going through the same thing. Many people are. And it's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me that there is no safety net for this kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna email all of my line managers, my previous line manager, and I'm gonna respond by saying, listen, I'm so annoyed by this whole situation. I asked initially for sick pay. They did not suggest that. I asked for that. Can I apply for that? And they said, talk to your umbrella company, which is a whole other thing and a video for another time. But like, how? You are being paid at my expense. It is within your interest to continue fighting for me because you are my consultant. You get a cut from my pay. Like, I'm so sorry for this video if you were just looking for positivity, but today we are negative ho. Like, I power cried in the shower. I power cried like a pathetic fucking romantic comedy superstar. I don't know, romantic comedy lead. The only way to make it even more cliche is if I had ice cream in there. Like, I'm annoyed at everything. Okay, so the email in full is, I understand that this is not any individual's fault, but I have been informed by other members of agency staff at the school that they are being paid through until Easter at least. Any agency worker that has been working for over 12 weeks. I have certainly spent more than this time at the school, and this really feels like I'm being punished for something. It just seems a little unfair that my friends and co-workers, who, I reiterate, are agency staff, are being paid while I'm effectively being left without a safety net. I've CC'd both blank and blank in this email. Please discuss this further. Thank you, Faye. And my surname. I'm gonna send that off, and like, this agency has done me dirty so many times this year. I have a very strong feeling that very little will be done about the situation, and I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I really don't know what my financial situation is gonna be, and it's really, really stressing me out. And I really, really want to be positive throughout this thing, because we need to get through this together in some way. And we need to continue having a positive mindset throughout. For fuck's sake. But, I mean, if you are willing to support me, I would really encourage it. I really don't like coming out here and asking for support, but I really, really feel like it's something I need right now. Just, I need something as a safety net. So if you aren't struggling as much with money and you are willing to give, I would really, really appreciate it. And hopefully the rest of the day and the rest of this awful situation, you know, will be a more positive experience when you spend time with me, because I remember living like this for so long, and the only thing that brought me any kind of solace was being able to tap into the internet and hang out with someone online for a little while, just so that I could escape. And I understand that, and I really don't want to be the Debbie Downer right now, but I really feel mistreated. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry, and I will hopefully be in better shape for the next video. I want to bring Saf back here so that we can record something together, and it will be a lot more positive, I think, because I want to tell a funny story. So yeah, sorry for this again, and I just needed to vent my frustrations, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for anyone who is willing to support me in any way, be that through subscription, through likes, through sharing my work, or through monetary support. And thank you. Like, I'm gonna stop now. Sorry. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.